In this series, we're showing you the Tenerife most people never see. Starting here in the incredible Anaga Rural Park. 2 amazing hikes, ridiculous views, and a seafood spot at the end that's worth the trip on its own. Right, we're off hiking in Anaga today. So we've taken the bus to La Laguna, and we're just about to get on the 76 bus in La Laguna into Campiador.
Form 14.
Platform
yeah,
14.
A lot of buses that go through now.
Today we're starting at Pico del Inglés and heading along the ridge towards Taborno, right through the heart of Anaga Rural Park. Okay, we got off the bus at the stop Cruce Pico Inglés, and now we're heading up. It's 1 kilometer from here apparently, so let's see. Luckily most of the people got off the bus at, what was that stop?
Cruce del Carmen.
We're now leaving the Mirador and we're on our way to the main hike to Taborno. This is our friend Christine, who's who's visiting Tenerife from Germany this week, and we've volunteered her to be our tour guide for this hike. Quite interesting, the tree roots have actually been exposed here but next to the road by erosion. So you've actually got the tree basically suspended up on absolutely nothing. Certainly wouldn't like to be around here in a big storm. Right, we arrived at the ferry tunnel, so Taborno is actually 3 kilometers in that direction, and this way goes to Vallejo, which is 7 kilometers. Remarkably, we actually got a couple of photos with nobody in, but we did have to wait a little while. There's quite a few people in this part of the island, more than you might imagine. So we're now heading off towards Taborno. It's apparently 3 kilometers from
7
here.
to 8 round trip.
The path that we've taken to Taborno has temporarily rejoined the road. Look out for this restaurant here, Casa, because the path turns left there towards Taborno. There's even a sign too, and there's a sign saying don't park here, which is nice. Let's check out the view off here. Yeah. Some of the rocks that we were on earlier on were on the slippy side, so if you do this walk, make sure you bring good footwear.
But is good.
Yeah, it's the thing about Anaga, you just keep stopping and you just keep seeing these views. It's like, look at that.
Nearly there, look at the view. Yay.
Yeah, I mean, just look at it. You can see the rocks of Binio Bay there in the distance. And this is Tenerife. Do you people know this is here?
Maybe not. It's not the clearest day, but it still looks pretty good.
We're just arriving in the village of Taborno. A little place stuck right up on these hills in Anaga. Very remote, but would you believe they've got public buses that go here? Here we go. Look at those views. Look at that. Never tell me that Tenerife's just about €1 pints and going to the beach. Just look at that.
We're going up there, you see where those people are.
Yes.
Then we're going down the line a bit.
Okay. As someone with a little bit of a fear of heights, I can tell you that I did not enjoy that last corner. But, as Lisa said, it's fine.
It's not that bad, this is easy for you. Wide? Quite plenty of footholds.
Yeah, it was actually turning the corner that I didn't like. I'll just show you off the edge here, not too long. Ugh. Right, we're just on our way back now to Taborno, where we're going to get the bus again. Probably a couple of kilometers to go. Really scenic, really interesting hike. For someone who's afraid of heights, well, I've managed it, but it depends how afraid you are. We did see a toddler doing the walk, if that makes you feel any better. Quite an interesting climb. We've reached the Mirador Fuente del Lomo. Let's see what it looks like.
Not bad, considering.
Not bad considering, yeah.
Yeah. Well, not as good as where we've been, but you know.
But yeah, if someone had showed us this view this morning, what would we have been like? My God, look at this! When you've been spending all day looking at it. Wow. Here we are back at the bus stop in Taborno. Maybe a little bit of a wait for the bus, but there you go. Right, well that was the hike over. We're back on the bus now on the way back to La Laguna, and we were very pleased to see it come as well. After waiting, we went for a drink, but about an hour and a half wait, and it got pretty cold. Luckily, like, we haven't had a hoodie and jacket with us, so if you come and do this hike, don't bring like summer clothes, don't bring flip-flops.
Depending on the weather, obviously, but it's very changeable up here.
Christine's laughing at that, but do not do it. You guys like going everywhere in flip-flops, don't do this.
Yeah, it's
Not a good idea.
not recommended.
We did see a toddler on the route, which made a bit of a mockery of me complaining about being scared of heights. But I don't recommend you bring toddlers either, really, to be fair. But
Probably not the bit around the rocky.
hopefully that toddler had a nice day out and saw safe well, but I don't think it's the best place for toddlers. Tommy? We're back here on the far eastern tip of Tenerife. We took the 275 bus to get here from La Laguna. This is a stop called Las Escalaras, although our guide informs me that this walk should actually start at Cruce del Carmen. But she said, would you like to take 2.5 kms off it and start at Las Escalaras?
The answer is yes.
I'm like, hell
Yes,
yeah, we
I do.
would. Of course. So we're going to be descending from here. We'll show you like how high up we are, but it's quite high. Down to the coast, down to Punta del Hidalgo.
First it says this path, PRTF10, it's 2.9 kilometers to Chillamaro, which is where we're heading.
And that's where we're going down to, Punta del Hidalgo. There's the lighthouse in the distance. I'll just zoom in
That
and see if you
white
can see
thing.
it. Yeah, I think you can just about see it now. Yeah. There's one restaurant here which is closed, so if you come up this way, don't expect to get anything unless maybe it's on a Friday, Saturday or Sunday. So bring a picnic like we have. But you don't come here for the food, you come here for this. It's like wherever you go in Anaga, you just get these views.
Is that the same one?
It's the same one. Hi, boy.
Yeah, but that you know. About to start the scary bit.
We're about to start the scary bit. As somebody who hates heights, as you may have seen previously, that's really good news. Yes. In the distance you can see Mount Teide, the highest peak in Spain, about 3.5 kilometers above sea level. Very active but thankfully infrequently erupting volcano. Right, that's where we came from, up there. So we've reached the bottom of this barranco down towards Punta del Hidalgo. Apparently this bit's a bit of a trick because you've gone down the barranco and you think, right, that's it, I'm done. But you're not done because this path then goes up again and then round and then into Punta del Hidalgo. So we're not there yet, but we're going to go and have a look at the lighthouse, the Faro in Punta del Hidalgo too. And then we're going to go and have lunch, the bit that I always look forward to. We passed plenty of people going the other way up the barranco. Some of them didn't get that far up and they look pretty out of breath and miserable. Well, they're going to be doing what they're doing for the next 2 hours at least, because it's 2 hours and it's uphill. It's difficult. Yeah, surf beach right there if you like a bit of that. Seems strange to think that only only an hour ago, we were staring down at that rock with all the white stone protruding from it. It's a long way up now. .9 kilometers to Cruz del Carmen. 9.9 of the absolute best. To form, we decided to take the shortest route to the lighthouse, which is actually closed off by banana plantations, so you can't get there. So rather than walk all the way back up that road, back to the start of the path, we're going to see if we can find another way by taking a coastal path. Wish us luck. So according to the couple who were walking back up that way, you can actually reach the Faro by taking this coastal path. So fingers crossed, because I don't think any of us are fancying a walk back up.
I trusted him because we have like a fishing rod, so.
So we're here in Punta del Hidalgo, a restaurant called Bar Restaurante Doris. And the first course has arrived. It's escaldón. There we go. Traditional Canarian dish. And the core ingredient is gofio, and there's actually more gofio there, but it's not thick enough. It's actually half Russian, would you believe? So a bit scared that we've ordered full Russian and everything else, but on the plus side, it is just fried calamari.
Yeah, it's very warming and hearty, this one. Yeah, it's really nice texture. You get a little of the flavour of the fish in the stock because it's like a fit seafood restaurant. Yeah, it's really tasty.
Pretty impressed. So not just good presentation, but a good gofio dish. Lisa's actually tried some of the gofio that you add on to the top.
I tipped it on, it just sort of thickened it up a little bit.
Has it amped up the flavour at all? Or?
I mean, a little toasty, yeah.
Yeah. And some more foods arrived. This is the sardines. These look like they're fried as well.
Look how many you get. Loads.
This is a full ration, so a full portion. But yeah, you certainly do get quite a few. But this is a half portion of papa aragadas, and as you can see, there's a lot there. You get a green mojo with it.
I usually eat the whole thing a bit small, but it's quite big, so.
Yeah.
Yo cuando la vi en la Laguna, ella iba así,
Yeah, nice and tasty.
iba mirando para todos lados.
Right. Okay. Gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with like Bar Restaurante Doris so far. Maybe not my pronunciation of it.
I think because of where it's situated, it's like not on the coast where all the other sort of tourist restaurants are. It's on the main road, so everyone in here is local. So the portions are really good.
The portions are huge, yeah. Really good. The sardines, I don't usually like as much when they're fried as done on the plancha, but these are really good. They've cooked them just perfectly. They've been gutted previously as well, which is not always the case in Tenerife. The arrogadas are plump and really nice, and I've enjoyed the mojos too, the green one. So yeah, I mean, we've got a couple more dishes to come, but it's looking pretty promising for Old Doris.
A giant plate of fried calamari.
Nothing wrong with that. And last but by no means least, the main event of the evening, weighing in at 268 pounds. Look at that calamari looks absurd. And just as there wasn't enough fried stuff, there's some chips.
So when I looked on Google reviews, like there are a lot of people in the reviews said this is the best calamari you get in Tenerife. So maybe it's not wrong.
Feels nice and soft, you know. There's not a lot of resistance there. Yes. Encouraged by that. So I'll squeeze a little of this lemon in there. Yeah. Right. I like the coating. Provides crunch, but it's not like really greasy or taking over.
No, the coating's got nice seasoning to it too. Solid plate calamari is what I'd say.
Solid plate of calamari. Much better than most of the other ones that I've had in Tenerife. Don't sue me.